contrary, we feel there's a great latent hostility amongst the community to corporal punishment.
Fwy hús na seachtodí, bhí bora faoin lúiseacht in aig an fínós corpora. Agus ní raibh man chumarsáid in Héirden ag déanamh nabhard an scéal a hiile.
Bhí sé ansimúil fécinn ar an glár féic ó hús na seachtaí agus an scoilt sin i gContae Líse.
I've been talking to a former student of the school. He has described to me corporal punishment that was meted out to him by you at that point. Can you recall excessively punishing him?
I cannot recall punishing him excessively.
Bhí sé long de bhainine rá, no, bhí me sin mar an ábhain seoir agus chur smacht ar fáistí nuair a bhí gá ann, agus sin méid.
And the children that I have here, I can assure you, need very little corporal punishment.
What would you use corporal punishment for?
If a child willfully tells a lie, I think that being a question of morals would deserve corporal punishment.
Of what nature?
Oh, a slap of a cane.
One slap, two slaps?
Yes, no, one slap for a lie.
And how large would the cane be?
Well, an ordinary bamboo cane.
Bhí sé ansoléir, cén sort mion a bhí sa saoil ag an am.
Ach, bhí scoilinne eile ann, a bhí fós ag sarú na rialacha, a rís is a rís eile. Ní iompra tromchúiseach an tréin cás in a mbeadh pianós corpora ósáid, dá ma fí ag leanúd na rialacha go géir.
The master asked me 2 questions and I passed one of them and I missed the other. And the master asked me then, was I trying to have fun in the class with him? And he tore me by the ears up over the desk and he started punching me around the room.
Bhí an rain ná chóir na léasa a bheith mí chuí nó omarcach.
I got lost across the back and I had 4 marks coming home from school.
Agus ní bheadh pianós corpora á thuairt ag aon duine a choháin ag an bríomhide nó ag múntóir amnathe.
My teacher, I was looking at my Irish book and the teacher gave out to me. She pulled me out of my dress and she pulled up my dress and all my leg was all black and blue.
Fiú ag tús na nachtodí, bhí cumann na múntóirí an aontío in aig a tharú na rialacha maidir le pianós corporathe.
The fact is that most parents still take the view that they can smack their children, and I use that word advisedly. And I think that most teachers would see that their role was the same, because that's what the law says it is. That is the relationship.
Gan áras ag fecha déis like tré a soca prism le lecha déanaí sin tá sé siimplí dósa brethúnach a chur ar daoine ag an am sin. Ach an áirile bin é cóhex na hama sin.
Cuireadh coscar fianós corpora I mí feabhra 1982, ach ní raibh sé na chuir fin dlí go dtí an bhliain 1997.
I had an uncle who was teaching in a 2-teacher national school. He was 60 at the time, and he decided he'd put the cane away and see what happens. Would the children go mad altogether? And he did that for 5 years until he retired at 65. And then he came out with his verdict that the only time he ever enjoyed teaching was the last 5 years without the cane.
Dhéanamh sé céin ar an ollscoil, agus an son chuig mé le múntóra, agus nuair a churann duine ceistear má cad an uirlis a dúsáid tú bhfuil maig sin é, agus déadach sé bheith anna díon, déadach sé bheith anna chrusta, agus ní raibh mé sásta mar raibh anna bhhaile déanta. Agus tá lá tá neohain, tá bhád níos mó ólas agan, tagan muchcuid macrain isteach thugamsa agus feilíonn siad faoin daon láthas sa seo maranga. Tá ólas acu ar an griclam nua ní ag seachtó hain, ní ag nó cané, atá díortha ar an báiste, buineann seo le Ferbert iomláníoch an fáiste, agus beidh sé
Doch Yainta and Maskena Lerwer Faustin or Knock Nation to the Gohan Fausta.
As part of its campaign, the Society has called for a legal ban on slapping and all other forms of physical punishment to children. Childcare.
Anish, le Coscar Finos Corpora Skull is an mile a the ord le diru. Margaret Cat Fos e Tishmahor, Bulla Hurta Forste, Igos Resunta.
Today is the 25th anniversary of the banning of corporal punishment in schools, which is kind of a related but a different topic. We're talking about that smack in the home.
Tá sé dúchreite nar a smuoiníonn tú bhí díospóireachtaí ar siúl fós ar an leitléis cuimhin nom, an ceart nó nácheart páistí a bhóla sa bhaile.
Now I have a question for our audience. How many of you were smacked by your parents? Hands up, please. Okay, most people were. Most people, a handful were not.
It's Roiera on Chlor, where she cashed Ella Erhu, Mariana and Beano's Corporal Sawalia.
Just as a matter of interest, many of people in the audience, many of whom I just looking around me probably don't have kids yet, but when you do have kids, will you slap them?
Agus, vi sé spatial, harvest spatial, nídors more on Dini Graishid son, Finos Corporal Usod Sawalia.
In Mávile sa Cúdiog, beag nach 33 bliain tar éis cosc a bheith cortha Finos Corpora is scoil na Héireann, curibh cosc omlán bhúla leanaí is sochaí na Héireann.
Teach your children well.
Nuair a fuair daoine an bata agus nuair búlach iad, rinne sé dochar, tá mé cinnte faoi sin. Ach go minic níl muid sásta a rá rinne rud ag an dochar dom. Bar dúin a rá, ó tá me ceart go leir. So tá muid go léir ag leanúint leis na scéalte a rá, ó níarna sé dochar domsa. Agus tá sé bhád níos simúla a rá bhfuil an nearna sé aon bhathastid. Agus rá cuithe eile níos fearr le déanamh.
Hello, Arisha Corja.
Nuair a smuoiníonn ar fáistí óga agus iad ar bís a dulasteach ar scóil na leitheanta só, agus páistí óga a titamin rá leis na múntóirí, agus fiú an chuí in an lein siad ar na múntóirí, so múntóir Mary, nó múntóir Anya, nó tá sé nabhar a múlta, agus tá sé compordach, agus tá sé darafach, agus nuair a chuireann tú sin ag gcomparáid leis na haigeanna dúracha ar na páistí na bliantóchin agus iad a fólaint nuair a bhí siad ar scóil. Wow, nach bhfuil sé go deas bhfuil muid ag go buinte so in san tíir seo.
Mashiv, see you soon. Don't you ever ask them why. If you have been affected by any of the issues raised in this program, please see rte.ie/support, and those details will be on the screen in just a second.